Oh my god, it's
You can
Peter
do this.
Dinklage. He'll probably be all like, she has nothing to apologize for, dick. Ah, the sprint button. Oh my god, it's not working. There is the throne. And we're playing a game
Lady
for
Marjorie, aren't you looking lovely this evening?
What the hell is wrong with his... their
Lord
faces
Tyrion.
really don't
Your Grace?
translate too well to this. Hers does, actually.
With
She
your
looks...
permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Of house... shit. Psh. Hey, how's it going?
Your Grace.
Boom! That's how we do it. The Queen is
Girl
pleased.
knows
But
her courtesies.
were you talking to me or what?
You may rise.
Talking to you about what? Remind me,
House
because I spew a
Forrester is
lot of
northern
garbage.
House loyal to the king.
Are
Damn
they?
right it is.
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl.
I have a name.
Is
Hey.
your family loyal to the king?
Yes.
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
House Forrester's loyalty to the crown never wavers, Your Grace.
Boom.
I see. And yet,
And yet,
for
what?
centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
Such is life.
They were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Thank you, Peter Dinklage.
Perhaps too clever for her own good.
Oh,
The girl did say their loyalty was unwavering.
really?
She has a talent for equivocation, yet I question what she really thinks.
Oh, come on.
Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
He is the Warden of the North, Your Grace.
He is. And I the Queen Regent, and Tyrion the Master of Coin.
Never mind. Okay, fair enough, Vicky.
The girl has a remarkable talent for answering questions while in fact saying nothing at all.
Well, Peter Dinklage seems happy. I really wish he
Old
wouldn't point that out,
allegiances are
though.
not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and
Is it?
forge new alliances. There
No
are ships
problemo.
and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies.
There's not very much I
I'm
can do
told
about
there
that.
are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Yes, you can.
Forrester Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your Grace.
Boom. Is that happy?
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock.
Even though
It would
no
be
one wants to go there.
To see another house lay claim to what's yours.
There are limits, Your Grace.
Perhaps, but not if your house faces potential ruin.
What did
Okay.
you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
Thank you, Peter Dinklage.
It
The
raises
voice
an
of
interesting
reason.
question, I suppose.
What the frick?
Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our
What
dear
the hell was
Marjorie
that?
here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I'm sure she regrets it.
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
Was that
If
right?
there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty
I don't know
can
what
be
the hell I was
such a
supposed
hard
to
thing to define.
say there.
This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who
And
knows
I'm
what
staring
lies
at one of
within
them
their
now.
hearts. You are a girl from the north here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question.
Hence
And
the
if
whole
your
purpose
loyalties
of
were to
being
become
king.
conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
Let the
would...
girl answer the question. Go on.
My loyalties would never conflict, Your Grace.
That's a coward's answer. I will not have my time wasted by a northern girl who thinks she can play games. Who do you choose?
The king, of course.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
Bearing in mind what I
She
said and what I
is
feel.
a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
Good old Peter Dinklage.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants.
Good to know. My sense is you're a
Not very
dick.
encouraging.
Well, what do you want me to
I'd
do?
like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
I don't see how Marjorie can be too pissed off since she told me to say whatever. So,
I'll
Peter
walk you out.
Dinklage, you're a good man, Mr. Dinklage.
This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton.
Such is life.
We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man.
I'd like to think
Have my
so.
condolences for his loss.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased.
Oh.
It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
Rather odd, if that's what she asked of you. But I'm sure she has your best interests at heart. My
whatever.
sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them.
It's good
We
to
must
know.
find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard, not her.
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that?
It's a
Sure.
risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you?
Am I? I'm not even sure
I'll
what I
consider it.
just agreed to.
Now, if you'll
Whatever.
excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight.
Ah,
3
yes.
beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North.
Nope,
King's
this is
Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
some Viper mechanics. Excellent. I now would redirect you to the Mark remark to find out what a Viper mechanic is. So I lost the chat. It's back up again. Not that it matters. There weren't any comments during that brief interval of downtime. Oh, I can't wait to see what Lady Marjorie's going to say, even though she told me to
Mira, I was worried.
say whatever to
How was
please
it?
what's her face.
Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing.
It didn't go very well.
I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rather...
Prickish.
But at least it's
Excuse
over
me?
now.
No.
Lady
Excuse me,
Marjorie
I
has
don't
spent
know.
the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding.
Ah, noble
Of course,
pursuits.
you and I are seated way at the back. Here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons.
What do I
Sir
care?
Jamie, I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah?
What?
You.
It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper.
More vipers.
I'm told he has a paramour.
Put it back.
We're just having a bit of fun.
Yes, but what happens
Probably
if
for the best. I've heard he's a bit perverse.
I had not
Perhaps
heard that?
Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands.
Yay!
Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like.
Well, based on what Marjorie's going through, not great.
Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen?
No.
He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well.
I don't want to be queen, no matter who I'd have to marry.
Don't want to be queen? You northerners.
Yes.
Make a perfect scepter.
The hell's of that?
Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the Seven Kingdoms.
Not as much as you'd
I
think.
might even allow you to be my handmaiden.
Yay! It's all I want in life, Sarah.
Who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match. Sir Bronn and...
I actually
What are
see
you
them.
doing?
Nothing. But see, this is why I told you not to mess with stuff.
Well,
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
this is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful.
Yeah, it depends how you define
Queen
powerful,
was
doesn't it?
Pleased by your display, Mira.
Great. I'm so happy.
I'm just glad it's over.
This is the part where I apologize for the
King's
very poor
Landing can be
textures.
exhausting sometimes.
Her skin is so pale.
There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over.
Yes.
I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Yes. This is
Do you
true.
agree?
Yeah.
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly. Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family.
Oh, they'll chop him to
I
pieces.
do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
Well, important to you might not be important to her. Let's find out. Well, I've got to ask.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
I frickin' hope so.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
Okay.
Go on.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow.
Mm-hmm.
What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
Oh, you could have phrased that so much better.
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady.
You could have phrased that
ask this of you
so
otherwise,
much better.
But my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
Stop saying that!
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks. And now you would have me ask him to intervene?
Oh, he won't do a damn thing. He likes...
Is the
he likes...
situation that dire?
You can't, my lady.
Thanks.
King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa.
It is that dire, my lady. I fear for my family's safety.
Oh yeah, they're dead.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
Don't let the Queen bully you. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother.
That is true.
Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
That is true. See, that sounds better. But don't say my mother insisted.
Very
Anyways,
well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
that is
Thank
fine.
you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
I can't wait for that girl to go and blab to somebody. It's going to be fantastic. Alright, Oh, yay! Jared Tuttle is back! So I don't think it would have mattered if I'd killed him or not killed that guy anyway. Chances are they would have been pissed off for me assaulting him, so... Well, there goes my horse. One wonders why you weren't riding the damn thing, Tuttle. But anyway. Not sure what I can do here.
Let's play a little game, shall we?
Is that supposed to be Ramsay?
Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat? Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen out of practice.
Good to know.
But he didn't make it easy. What with all that bloody noise?
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets. But the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father was the Warden of the North.
He does now.
How
How much further is it to these foresters?
Oh, terrific.
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was
Alright.
that?
My lord?
Shh! Listen.
It was a firefly. A firefly in the ointment of your plan, Ramsay Snow. Oh wow,
Hear
that's a
that?
bad-looking tree. What, breathing?
I know I heard something.
Or not, not running. Running informs him there's definitely someone there. Staying still means he might not look. He's just gone to the toilet.
Never mind.
There, see?
We've wasted enough time already.
Look at all that help that staying still did. It was great. It was great. Yeah, so that's supposed to be Ramsay Snow. Yeah, faces don't look great in this game, I'm not gonna lie. Well, obviously I'm not expecting graphical masterpieces, but Peter Dinklage's face was a bit too broad. Oh, the Cersei looked pretty good. Marjorie just looked like the most pale thing I've ever seen in my life. Oh, this is me holding down the run button. What's that? Is that their sign? Oh dear lord. You're wrong, and he's supposed to be upside down. So who's this?
Bloody hell.
Well, he did say flayed. See, if you'd watched the TV show, you'd know what they were capable of. Oh, we're screwed.
Lord Ethan,
Oh, God, no.
as I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership.
That is true. Help me prove
But
them wrong.
300 generations of Forester Lords stand behind you.
Figuratively speaking, of course.
Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did
Yes,
they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good.
because he was good, and Gregor.
He was fair and wise, and courageous in battle.
I want to be like that, like my father.
Your father was well regarded by nearly everyone. It took years, if not decades, to earn.
It's true. Patience, my friend.
These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Terrific.
Keep walking, you craven son of a whore. Move. Summon the Lord. We need his judgment.
Fantastic.
I've done nothing wrong! I was only trying to survive!
What happened?
Lord Ethan. Missed.
Why did you kick this man?
It's a good question.
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
How so?
This house is doomed!
Thanks.
We all fucking know it!
Thanks. I love this guy. This guy's awesome.
Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
2 shields and 3 spears.
Is what Sir Royland said true?
Yes, my lord. I fled.
We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right.
He speaks true.
I've a family to feed. And not two coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here.
Yes.
Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Leave the poor man alone!
Alright, so we're not going to kill this guy, because that would make us
Ethan,
extraordinarily
I know
young.
these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter. We are in this together. You say that, but it won't be you who's starving come winter.
No, it probably will.
You
Jude,
address
stop!
him as Lord.
Stop kicking him.
Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it is.
Men need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their lord will not permit it.
No, I'm
We
with...
can send him to the wall.
Oh, the wall.
I will decide.
Oh, yeah, no, the wall sounds like a... The wall sounds like a
If you
plan.
punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. It will be an injustice, my lord.
Well, you're not innocent.
Please, my lord. My family depends on me.
The wall or mercy? The wall.
Sentence you to the wall, where you will join the Night's Watch. No, please, my lord! My family, without me, they'll die!
A lord's judgment. You couldn't let him get off scot-free. Having said that, taking fingers might not be the best thing to do. Let me guess, I made the wrong decision.
That was certainly unpleasant, but a lord must mete out punishment when it's due. Not just yourself, of course.
Maester, what do you think?
Me?
Yes. Did I do what's right?
The wall seems like a fitting place for a thief. I only hope he doesn't find Garrett there and take his anger out on the poor squire.
Not a squire
you heard
anymore.
what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again.
Probably.
But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side.
If this guy says he doesn't want to do it, then I'm absolutely taking him.
Someone you can rely on, no matter the circumstance.
I wonder what Three
Possessing
Fingers meant.
wisdom and experience.
Who do you think I should choose?
There are 2 capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the
It
other.
means you'd take
How do I decide
physically
between them?
cut
Talk
off
to
3
them.
fingers.
Solicit the opinion of people close to you.
I want this guy.
Here.
This...
The bracer of the sentinel. The badge of office. Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house.
I'm absolutely...
Your sentinel will wear this for all to see.
I'll make the right choice as Sentinel.
But yeah, Vicky, it meant they would cut off 3
speak
fingers.
with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
Oh, I'm if the option presents itself, I'm absolutely choosing this guy. 100%. If the option does not present itself, I'm probably going to go with Duncan. Because he's more level-headed, which is what we need. But yeah, if I can choose Master Unterflip blah 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 blah, then that's absolutely who I'm gonna. Alright, talk to him. Alright, so I can. Alright, okay, so I can talk to him. Look at. Oh, food. Okay. Let's look at